Hey guys, this is AJ3 and I'm back with another Otome route review, and today we're talking about Cupid Parasite, and specifically Shelby Snail. So I'm going to go to the CG screen and we're going to talk about Shelby Snail. So let's see, this is from the common route, so this is when you first meet him. So Shelby Snail is the prestige parasite, which we all who's playing the game knows fairly early on in the common route. Cupid, not so much. Actually, for pretty much the entirety of the common route, you don't know. Cupid doesn't know that he is the prestige parasite. It's only when you get into his route that she technically finds out. And it's funny, but he is the CEO of the company you work for. That's a little weird, but it's cute. There's nothing creepy going on with this. And the whole thing with Shelby Snail is he is the CEO of Cupid Corporation, and the thing he is most known for is being a loving husband. It's like, oh, why are you looking for marriage then, Mr. Prestige Parasite? Well, he's not really married. That's just someone mistook something he said and then marketing ran off with it and had a field day. Marketing does what it does. So he's a prestige parasite. He's athletic. He is obsessed with being SS, which stands for, like, I guess a gacha game system. Top tier character, better than A, better than S. You're a double S. I don't know why we don't have triple S, but you know, whatever. The whole thing about these parasitic things is it's kind of a little bit delusional. So the prestige is a little bit delusional, but he needs to be the best at everything he does. Best CEO, best, super good looking, so he works out, healthy, doesn't waste time. He's a workaholic. Hence why he's a CEO of a company he made. So, but he does actually care about his company and the employees. So he's a good boss, and he seems to care about you somewhat. Let's see, what else to talk about? Mr. Shelby Snail. He's good looking. Let's go to one of these other CGs. So this unlocked when you selected the date for him. He likes to swim. Look at this thirst trap. We even got him a little waterproof watch on and a Speedo. So he's a thirst trap, 100%. So for his route, there's a good ending and a couple bad endings. And like a kind of there's like the best ending, a good ending, and then like two bad endings. So this is like the first, and I haven't played any other routes, so I can't confirm. But this is like the first otome game that I've played where the bad ends don't end in your death. So basically the bad ends are just something happens and your course kind of changes direction and you guys drift apart. It's kind of implied you maybe end up spending more time with some of the other guys. I thought that was kind of interesting, but you don't die, you don't get murdered, you don't get sexually assaulted. I was like, oh, this is kind of refreshing. There's not really a fear of death in this game per se. I've felt a fear of death in some other otomes I've played. This is very light and fluffy. So that's what this whole game is: bright, light, fluffy. Is there spice? No spice. Not really. There's some fluff going on, and there's some romance, and there's some like thirst trap CGs like that one I showed you, which is really nice. But there's no adult CGs because this is a T-rated game. I think it's T. I know it's not in. So this is very, very much light and fluffy. But all the characters are adults. Everyone's like, except for Ryuki's in their 20s. Shelby is like 31, I believe. So he's older than you. He's the older guy. He's like, you're out of college for a couple years, so he's not crazy older than you. He doesn't have anything unreasonable going on. That's Ellen. There we go. Case number 2. So I got all the CGs. So how his route starts is all the other guys have kind of quit the matchmaking agency. So you're down to Parasite 1 out of 5. Mr. Shelby is still trying to find love, but he's also kind of starting to realize it's kind of hopeless because no one knows that it's him. Like most normal people are like, well, I don't want to go on a date with a representative. I want to actually meet the guy, not the representative. Thank you. And this poses the problem for Mr. Shelby because he's like, I'm supposed to be married. I'm not married. Everyone keeps asking to meet my wife, but I'm not married because she doesn't exist. So, how you and Cupid start getting friendly is you agree to pretend to be his wife. That's what this pretty CG. Look at Cupid. Cupid's such a great female lead. She's such a great MC for an otome game. She's fucking beautiful and has pink hair. Oh, I love it. So the whole thing is you, Cupid, you are getting paid to pretend to be his wife, and you end up living with him in his house so that paparazzi will kind of see you guys. And as you guys are figuring this out, you know, you slowly fall in love because he's hot and he's rich, but he's a workaholic. So how he falls in love with you is he sees how enthusiastic you are about work, so on and so forth. And he's like, partner? An SS partner? Ooh. And of course, you guys have like a lot of misunderstandings going back and forth. Does he love me? Does she love me? No one can fucking talk to each other in this damn game. That got frustrated a little bit because it's just like, talk to each other, guys. Come on, open your mouths. But it all pretty much works out at the end. There's some little bit crazy incidents. There is a rival matchmaking company called Romeo and Juliet or something like that. I don't know. There's another matchmaking agency that has popped up and they're trying to steal your clients. And Mr. Shelby is struggling with that. And you're like, I'm going to help him. And this other agency is kind of just bleh. They like steal your ideas. Apparently they're the ones sending paparazzi after you. They're the ones spreading rumors about Mr. Shelby, which kind of actually works out in your favor because if this other matchmaking agency hadn't been doing all that stuff, you may not have ended up pretending to be Mr. Shelby's wife, and then eventually having him fall in love with you. So while this matchmaking agency are terrible people, it does ultimately end up being a net win for you. So, yeah, come to find out, the agency is actually started by Mars, your dad, trying to make you come back. And he wants to destroy this company to make you come back and be Cupid again. And it's like, that's not how that works, but okay. So, you have all these cute moments with Mr. Shelby while you're pretending to be his wife. You kind of try to get him to slow down and be like, you know, if you're going to get married, you do actually have to spend time with said wife. So like you guys spend time together, so that you can actually fool people and make them think you're actually married. It is a little awkward for Cupid because obviously like supposedly Mr. Shelby's been married for like 4 years and like you've been working at Cupid Corporation, and then also I think it's like noted that if you go back to 4 years, you would have been a minor. So it's like obviously, so yeah. But you're super cute, and you help him with his troubles, and he likes to swim and exercise, and he likes to cook. The man is SS. He can cook like a champ, and he falls in love with you. So here's a kiss. Oh, fun fact, also what you learn is that the gods get drunk off chocolate. So you have this scene where Cupid tries chocolate for the first time and gets drunk. It's great. So we're going to go to the scene and talk about, so eventually like the rogue Juliet's other company, eventually, like, they kind of kidnap you guys, trying to get Cupid Corp shut down. And you use your Cupid arrows on the kidnappers to get them to fall in love with you and release you. And then, you know, the big bad comes out, and Owen, which is Owen, Mr. Shelby's assistant. Mr. Shelby has been very mean to his assistant, Owen. Poor Owen, bless his heart. And Owen's like, I'm gonna shoot you. And Shelby's like, I'm a badass, I'm gonna shoot you first. So, very sexy. Lots of cute, lots of kissing scenes. Much more fluff. So much. I love this route. I love playing this. I went into it not really knowing anything about what was going on. But it's super duper cute. And at the end, married, because of course you're Cupid Corp. Oh, yeah, I love this route. What would the rating be that I give this route? 10 out of 10. No question. 10 out of 10. I love this. I love this so much. I can't wait to play the next route. I'm gonna do I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it was either Gil or Ryuki next. One of those two next. I don't think I'll like Ryuki as much. I'm not sure if I'll like Gil as much. Gil is very much in love with Cupid. She's just oblivious. Which actually kind of explains why it took so many misunderstandings. Like, Cupid never picked up that Gil is in love with her, and she's very obvious. It's no wonder that it took her so damn long that Shelby liked her, because he was not being obvious. So, but yeah, I'm gonna play the next routes next, and I'm excited to play them, because as a whole, I'm really loving this game, and the vibe it gives off, it's definitely already jumped to the top of my favorite otome games. Even above Olympia Soiree, above Hakuoki. So yeah, maybe one day when I actually get through all these otome games, I'll make like a tier list. Be like, what's my favorite? Yeah, I just love this one so much. I'm so excited to play the other routes. Okay, that's it for this video. I will see you on the next one when I finish the next route. And I hope you have a great morning, lunch, evening, whatever time it is for you. Have a wonderful day, and I'd love to see you next time. Bye-bye.